It's amazing how video games have progressed from having a dozen or so non-playable characters in a world to dozens, if not hundreds of them roaming virtual cities and landscapes. Despite the immense scale and attention to detail, some NPCs still tend to do the darndest things. And by darndest, we mean dumbest. Let's take a look at a few examples here. Unlocked houses. Whether it's Assassin's Creed Odyssey or The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, some NPCs really don't mind your company, to the point that they'll let you clomp around in their kitchen and potentially take their stuff before being on your way. Some games, like Divinity Original Sin, get around this by punishing you for taking items that aren't yours. However, there are still a good number of NPCs that let you waltz right into their homes without any problems. Ignoring your presence. Metal Gear Solid 1 is the most common example when talking about enemies that ignore your existence after initially spotting you. However, even current games like Assassin's Creed Odyssey have highly trained guards that raise an alarm if they see you sneaking, and then go back to doing heck all after about a minute of searching. Because when anything suspicious is looming near, we like to dismiss it after a few seconds. Overreacting to something small. And then on the other end is Grand Theft Auto 5, where slightly nudging an NPC will see them scream in panic and the cops are alerted. How about when a cop rear-ends your vehicle and you're marked as the bad guy? And don't even get us started on accidentally hurting a chicken in Skyrim and having the whole village turn on us. Leaving valuable items lying around. Why would your average person leave rupees in breakable jars inside their houses? Not only that, but they're inside houses with unlocked doors in a game like The Legend of Zelda. Why do NPCs stash gold in pots and other surroundings in Diablo 3? Why do the innocents of Ghost Recon Breakpoint just have helicopters parked outside their so-called secret base? To be fair, a number of games over the years, like Dark Souls, Crosscode, etc., have addressed the discovery of valuable items and materials. But when average NPCs just have them lying around, one's immersion breaks more often than not. Failing to safeguard dangerous items. There are several common examples out there of NPCs having evil masks, powerful weapons or materia, and other things under lax security. But then you have someone like Tyrael from Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls, who takes the catastrophic Black Soulstone and goes about hiding it, with 6 warriors to back him up. Awkward conversations. It's a miracle that so many NPCs could have long conversations with the player, but once they start talking to each other, especially in a game like Oblivion, things can get a bit tenuous. Look no further than 2 soldiers, one constantly saying, "I don't know you and I don't care to know you," on a loop to everyone he meets, even to the guy who responds, "What's this about?" because of course he would. Immediately entrusting you with tasks.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but there are a bunch of demons at our gate, so save us maybe.
How many times have you just entered a town and suddenly everyone wants to give you stuff to do? It's probably been a hot minute since you've met, but already you're being tasked with gathering things, killing things, or some combination of the two. At least buy us dinner first. Leaping into your line of fire. No, we're not talking about Call of Duty Modern Warfare, where civilians happen to be mixed in with combatants. We're talking about situations where an NPC should stay out of your line of fire, but doesn't, resulting in failure. We're looking at you, Dom from Gears of War, but even the average NPC can be a liability at times. Dying to the environment. It's one thing to unleash a wild animal and watch it tear your enemies to shreds. It's quite another to save an NPC only to see them afterwards get mauled by a wild animal, admittedly not their fault, or fall off a cliff, which is totally their fault. When NPCs don't have a death wish by running in the middle of your fire, they seek to escape their virtual prison through the sweet release of death. Seriously guys, stop walking into traffic in GTA. Just stop it. Constantly needing revives. One of the core issues of Wolfenstein Youngblood when it first released was having to revive your AI teammate who just couldn't stop dying. It got pretty annoying, but there have been plenty of other titles like Borderlands 3 where you need to stop and revive an NPC who can't seem to really hold their own. At least they revived you back, which is a nice touch. General obliviousness. Several times during Borderlands 3, whether it's after a major character's death or upon vanquishing a major boss, characters like Ava and Lilith would seem to be torn or surprised. Then you walk up to them immediately after that scripted instance and everything is all hunky-dory. Who died? We have to do what? Forget that, we must quip and banter, darn it! Sadly, this happens more than you'd think in other games. Picking a fight. Okay, so maybe that group of thugs isn't aware that you just slayed Alduin, the World Eater in Skyrim. Still, they should probably think twice before picking a fight with someone armed with powerful weapons and Daedric armor. Some NPCs in, say, Grand Theft Auto 5 can vary in their responses, either choosing to fight you or flee when harassed. While not everyone needs to lay down their arms and let you pass, surely the concept of a losing battle exists? Fighting alongside you and being worthless. While we don't usually mind having NPCs fighting alongside us, especially in games like Halo since it lends a big battle feel, the results can be mixed. For instance, the Helljumpers in Halo 2. Nice guys who, unlike the normal UNSC Marines, actually kill things. Just don't let them drive the Warthog or it's straight off a cliff with you. Of course, the flip side of this is an NPC joining a fight for one scene and then immediately running off to do something else, like the battle for Hollow Bastion in Kingdom Hearts 2. Sure would have been nice to have Squall or Yuffie during that fight with 1,000 Heartless. Blocking your path. Of the many annoying crimes that an NPC could commit, blocking your path is perhaps the most unforgivable. Sometimes they'll just stand there as if mocking your right to progress forward. Try anything to move them and it'll either be ineffective or call half the populace down on you with a vengeance. More than anything, it's just sad when an NPC stands there rigidly, not reacting, like a robot that doesn't belong in this world. Never change. Something that bugged us about Fallout 4 is just how static some of the NPCs could be. Even someone like Desdemona seemingly follows the same boring routine without much alteration as the story progresses. Preston Garvey just can't stop giving you settlements to aid. That's not even counting the vast majority of random NPCs that go about their lives with nary a difference. It's weird, surreal, annoying, and numbing all at once. So basically a Bethesda game at the end of the day. And that about does it for this video. If you enjoyed what you watched and want to see more from GamingBolt, please hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to switch on the notifications bell icon next to it. That way you'll never miss any of our videos. Thanks for watching.